This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of July 12th, 2021. The Cancer new moon that led into the weekend dunked us in a luscious break in the energies. Milk and cookie time, nap time, wearing your comfy clothes, and just hanging out at home time. Yeah, we've been doing that a lot lately in the last, year and a half. But this is deliberate, this is choosing it, this is knowing, this is with a sense of appreciation for small comforts. And the emotional reawakening and softening that comes out of that stays with us until almost the end of the month because our communication mode follows into that. Mercury has finally left his home sign of Gemini, where he has been a flibberty gibbet. He had a retrograde there. He was in charge of a solar eclipse there, stirring things up, increasing the gaslighting, having all kinds of information flying all over the place. And now our communication mode, our information flow, our information sources are all softening, becoming more sensitive, which can mean taking things personally that don't necessarily have anything to do with you. It can mean being crabby and, let's be honest, pissy. And it can also incline us to matters having to do with family and nurturing, which was brought home by the interrupting of my recording by Amber Alerts going off on all of my phones about the abduction of a child. The emotionality of communication actually soars, goes overboard. At the beginning of the week, with a trine between Mercury and Jupiter, the planet of expansion and exaggeration, which is on its way out of Pisces and back into Aquarius, which it will re-enter at the end of the month. So the beginning of the week has us emoting quite a bit. It's also attuning us to what our heart wants and lighting a fire in desires, in relationships, in the fusion of what we want and the drive to go get it. Venus conjuncts Mars in Leo on the 13th. Our receptive and active sides are operating in tandem, and this is possibly happening within a relationship or two for you. It's not quiet. Venus and Mars in Leo are both dramatic, showy, lots of flair, could be very generous, definitely strutting your stuff energy, definitely taking center stage, claiming center stage, acting regally, acting with confidence and entitlement even, and shining. Our desires, what we want, certain relationships, maybe even certain agreements, all undergo tweaks as the week plays out. So it's not, I want this, I'm going to go get this, straight line to, aha, I have it. No. There's fuel injection from something higher than you. Could be creative impulses, could be your guides tapping on your shoulder and saying, whoa, do this. Could be, yes, it's possible, a sensation of, even if briefly, heaven on earth. Feeling connected to so much around you. Inspirational image for this is at the very end of It's a Wonderful Life, when George Bailey is running around ecstatically greeting the buildings in his town, including the old building and loan that had been his prison. And he now is embracing it, greeting it with appreciation and joy because, yea, verily, he is still alive. And then we get a good, long, hard look at power, scary truths, massive change going on in our infrastructure or in some institution or tradition, a looming awareness of massive power These big influences are coming from contacts by the sun to outer planets. The sun is trining Neptune on the 15th, opposing Pluto on the 17th, and each of these aspects occurs alongside an adjustment aspect involving Venus. So each of these moments also brings a gear shift, a tinkering, and adjustment in approach involving desires, relationships, creativity, values. As the sun trines Neptune, Venus is in the adjustment aspect to Neptune. As the sun opposes Pluto, Venus is in the adjustment aspect to Pluto. This sequence means that even after our hearts and will fuse, even after we get this huge dose of Popeye's spinach to go for something that we really want, there is immediately updating and updating and updating and updating, with more to come in the second half of the month, because adjustments are the most frequently occurring aspect of this month. With everything that is going on, we are tweaking. There is no just riding along, relying on the status quo, constantly dealing with adjusting. If you think of it, we're in a 5 of Wands month, all month. Homing thought of the week, lead with the heart. Song of the week, Embrace the Magic. It's a My Little Pony song by the Equestria Girls. And the image of the week is a pilot in the cockpit going through a checklist and adjusting switches on the control panel. You'll learn more about all this in my forecasts for the Cancer new moon and the month of July, both of which are up at my site, empowermentunlimited.net, where you can sign up for my mailing list and book a session with me. Listen to my radio show, Celestial Compass, on Om Times Radio on the first and third Monday of every month at 5 p.m. Eastern, and it's available in the archives afterwards. I host lively conversation on Facebook at Empowerment Unlimited in the group The Astro-Insight Lounge. I have lots of bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, and I'm really grateful to the people who are supporting my work there. I post on Instagram at @KABiehl and on YouTube at the Professional Aquarian channel. Talk to you next week.